With one of the largest retail and food service audiences in attendance, the Southeast Produce Council's Southern Exposure Conference and Trade Show is one of the premier networking events in the produce industry. Today, we're going to catch up with attendees to see if they can give us any food for thought. So John, you were just the presenter for the Power of Produce presentation. Tell us a little bit about what you spoke on.
It was a really great story today. We had a lot of different people in the room. We had growers, we had other retailers. We talked about produce and how it is one of the most important categories for customers in our stores. We talked about the trends that are changing in terms of local produce, supply chain issues, how customers see organic products. Really was super informative. I think everybody that was in the room really got a lot out of it. I was happy to be part of it.
So Teresa and Rick, what are the main points that you took away from the Power of Produce presentation?
Certainly this was a consumer survey that helped everyone in the audience see what's driving retail sales at produce, and the number one thing to me was the appearance of the product, and so that's so important as far as display and actually the quality of the product that arrives in store. But things are also changing in the way that they reach consumers. Digital options are certainly becoming much more important.
I was surprised at the complexity of produce marketing now and how it's going in so many different directions. The buy local movement is growing, the organic movement is growing, and it's a really complex issue now as far as how to market.
So Anne-Marie, you did all the research for this Power of Produce workshop. Tell us a little bit about that and what it all involved.
Absolutely. So the Power of Produce is a workshop, but it's also a big research report, and we've been doing that for 3 years now. And what we always say is, year 1 is our point, year 2 is our line, year 3 we're starting to see trends. So we interview 1,500 shoppers that are produce buyers about anything and everything relative to produce. How do you prepare for it? Do you make a list? Do you look for promotions? Where do you shop? Do you buy value-added organic, etc.? We take all that data and then overlay it with IRI and Nielsen, because shoppers don't always know exactly how they shop. So we have a ton of data, and all that boils down into what we've called the Power of Produce to really talk about the insights that come out of that.
Oh wow, it must be a lot of work. And what do you hope that attendees gained from this?
To me, I always say, there's a million different statistics in there, but really zone in on 2 or 3 areas that you as a retailer or as a grower can really leverage to your advantage and make an improvement in. So today we covered, for instance, organic and why people buy organic, or value added. What are the barriers? Why not everybody is into value added? So if you know some of those barriers, or some of the reasons for purchasing, you can then start to leverage those on pack or in recipes or in store. So to me, it's all about applying the findings.
So Price and Patrick, you just attended the Power of Produce workshop. What did you learn?
I definitely learned how local and organics are affecting the market and what we as wholesalers can do to fill that need.
Yeah, and as a retailer, you can kind of see where the trends are going. It's shifting more to that millennial, spending the dollar in there, shifting more to the local, how important the local is. And as a company for Rouse's, we hang a hat on local, so that was a big piece, and it shows that we're heading the right direction, what we're doing.
It's very important to stay in harmony within the environment. My family's been farming these ranches in these areas for 4 generations, nearly 80 years. It's really important that we protect the soil, the natural resources. The people that work for us, my 2 sons, my daughter, they have an opportunity to do exactly what I've had the opportunity to do. That's to be in one of the best industries. We provide unbelievable products for the people of our country. We offer them choice between conventional and organic. It's really satisfying to be able to do that with family, and the only way that we can protect that is to make sure that we protect our environment.